Shalom, I'm going to introduce you to Wisc-Online, which has a lot of great resources, and one of them is building games. So here I am on wisc-online.com/game builder. So we can log in. You could either sign up if you don't have an account or sign in. Here you can use social media to sign in. You don't need to create an account on Wisc. Again, here's another chance to register if you don't want to use social media and you don't have an account. Here I do have an account. Let's just put in my username and password. Hit login. Okay, here I am. So I'm going to go to build games. So here we can see all the different options for game creation. And this site has grown over time. It's great. So you can choose your game, the type of game you want. Hit get started once you know what kind of game you want to do. Here's another place where you could hit get started. And if you don't know what these games are, just click on one and it'll tell you a little bit about it. So here's Hang Moon. Okay, so it's a one-player game, no limit on the number of questions. You guess the phrase and the letters. If you make too many incorrect guesses, the Grim Reaper appears. So it's kind of like Hangman. Okay, so you can hit demo to watch the game, or if you know that's what you want to create, hit create new game. Let's look at another one. Baseball. My kids loved baseball when we would play Hebrew games with baseball in person. Let's see if this is like that. So runners get a hit each time they answer a question correctly. Okay, this is exactly the same thing. A minimum of 9 questions required. So how do we create a game? Let's say we want to create a baseball game. Get started. Let's click on get started. Choose the game you want to create. Give your game a name. Let's call it Hebrew Home Run. This game will challenge your Hebrew skills. So here, you can upload questions if you have them already written out in an Excel file or a Google spreadsheet. And this tells you how it has to be formatted. So that's how you can bring in questions and answers very quickly and easily that you've pre-created. But if you don't have that, you can add a question. So what I'm going to do to help me make these questions more easily is I'm going to split my screen, and I have some Hebrew right here, so I could just copy and paste. This is the blessing over ... and coming over here to copy, paste. So here's the blessing. You could see having English and Hebrew on the same line, the formatting is a little weird, and here's the period. There's not much you can do about that, but at least Hebrew can be used in these activities. So here's the blessing. This blessing is over, and we can say fruit of the earth. Oops, the check mark means that's the correct answer. Okay, fruit of the vine. I'm going to hit the plus sign for more answers. Let's make 4 of them. Fruit of the tree. And let's say taken from the earth. Okay, and here's the right answer. You could click to randomize answers, then it doesn't matter what order you put them in. Okay, I'm done with that question, so I'm going to go back up and add a question. And we need at least 9 questions for this game. So I'm going to add in all 9 now. Okay, so I skipped ahead. I created 9 questions. As you can see, I copied in more Hebrew from the Manishtana, copy paste in there. I have some English. I have my answers. I can hit randomize answers so that these will go in whatever order. It'll be different every time. And I can review my questions by clicking on them in the tabs here. Did I remember to randomize my answers each time? Maybe you don't care, but if you do, you want to double check. All right, and when I'm done, and as you can see, I could have put feedback for each question, but I didn't bother, and I'm going to say I am done. Well, that's big. Scroll down, Passover home run, I'm going to click on it. And here we go, let's give it a try. Okay. Do we normally sit up and recline? Is that what this is telling us? Do we stand? Do we sleep? We recline like free people. Borei Priyadama. This is the fruit of the earth. And there we go. You can see it working. And we could also have 2 teams. So I'm going to get these next few wrong.
You're out. You're out.
Okay, now it's the other team's turn. So you can see how this game is played. And again, with all the other games, just follow the directions and you should be able to create some fun games for your students